We're also heading out to Florida, where nearly half the state's residents say they are thinking about leaving. That's according to a new poll that shows many Floridians, like so many Americans, are living paycheck to paycheck. NewsNation's Ryan Bass, he joins us live from St. Petersburg. And Ryan, it does sound like there are a number of factors that are contributing to this trend.
It's an avalanche, Kelly, for Floridians. I mean, you talk about skyrocketing home prices, rising rents, the nation's highest insurance premiums, even groceries and goods. They are higher than the national average here in the state of Florida. It's making some wonder if this sunshine is all worth it for the penny pinching that folks have to do to be able to live here with our beautiful weather. This was a really interesting poll that came out from Florida Atlantic University, which found that nearly half of Floridians have thought about leaving the state because of rising costs. About 45% say they are living paycheck to paycheck and no longer believe that the American dream, especially owning a home, is within reach, mainly because everyday life has just gotten too expensive. And you look all around the state of Florida. I mean, housing prices have jumped in Florida more than 50% during the pandemic. Now, they've leveled off a little bit since, but they're still well above pre-2020 levels. Property taxes, those continue to climb. Florida now ranks in the bottom in terms of affordability, 49 out of 50 states per Wallet Hub. And there was actually one study that found that a single adult needs to make $97,000 a year to live comfortably here in the Sunshine State. I wanted a little bit of perspective on this, so I spoke with Sergio Altamare. He's a real estate veteran who leads Hearthfire Holdings. He says that post-COVID migration, stagnant wages, rising inflation, and insurance prices are squeezing Floridians right now. And he said that's part of a larger affordability crisis that's happening not just here in Florida, but nationwide as well.
This isn't just a Florida story. It echoes many of the fast-growing, high-cost regions where economic opportunities exist side by side with affordability stress. You put those factors together, and now you're getting pinched in a lot of different directions. Your wage inflation is not rising at the same level. You're getting priced out of your own home.
Sergio told me his advice would be for folks to audit your cash flow, right? Cut some of those unused subscriptions. He said those add up a ton, and tighten the budgets where you can. We also spoke with Eric Levy, who helped design this FAU survey. He says while the numbers and the data may seem high, Floridians, he says, are holding on to optimism even as they feel the squeeze from rising costs that are happening all across the Sunshine State, Kelly.
Yeah, and considering these trends, Ryan, is the state stepping in any way to help with this affordability issue?
There's been lots of discussions. In fact, Governor Ron DeSantis here in the state of Florida has talked about and has really pushed for eliminating property taxes altogether here in the Sunshine State as soon as 2027. Now, the state's passed a few laws to help boost affordable housing and give homeowners some relief, but that doesn't do much for renters, right? Because we've seen rental prices really continue to increase here. And it doesn't tackle a lot of the bigger issues, which we've seen: rising insurance, taxes, and inflation that are keeping so many Floridians stretched thin right now with their budgets. We'll see what happens when the census comes out and how much we see with migration in and out, Kelly. But it's certainly interesting to hear these Floridians talk about how much they're struggling.
Yeah, certainly. And it's an issue really all across the country. All right, Ryan, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.